Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bowmaster 619 here, and welcome to Cooking with Bowmaster. Took me a little bit to get on screen, so I do apologize for that, but that was necessary so I could get some of the supplies that I needed to have them ready to go. So today, what we are going to be making is pho, spelled P-H-O. Now, if you've never had pho before, I highly recommend giving it a try because it is delicious. It is one of my personal favorite dishes out there. And we are currently starting with a very simple recipe. Hello, L-Dub, and hello, Aaron, of course. Which I'm not even sure if Aaron's still in here or not because it's been so long. So step number one is to acquire all the ingredients necessary, which I, of course, have already done. Those are already smelling good. And the first step is to get 2 4-inch pieces of ginger, 2 large onions, 6 to 7 cups of bone broth. Hello, Zomblue, nice to see you here. As well as also needing, let's see, I got the recipe right here. 2 3-inch cinnamon sticks, 2 whole star anise, 3 whole cloves, 2 teaspoons coriander seeds, and then 1 tablespoon of soy sauce to add in once everything is ready to go. Now we are actually cooking this outside because I'm the only one in my family that actually likes pho. A little unfortunate that way, but you know, what can you do? Hello, Tessa Calloway, nice to see you here. Pardon my cracking prepubescent voice. So, what you can see right here are the onions and ginger, which are currently on high heat. Yes, I am making pho, that is correct, Zomblue. And currently, they are on the grill, and the recipe calls to let them cook for approximately 5 minutes per side. Now, the recipe that I'm using today is what's called 30-minute pho. Because once you have everything cooked ready to go, it simmers for 30 minutes, and then basically, you're ready to eat. So I went ahead and went to the trouble of getting all of the onions and... Okay, that's a very bad pun, Tessa, but that is hilarious. So, I have gotten most of it ready to go. I apologize, my nose is itching so bad right now. So, while that is cooking, let's go ahead and head out here. Since you like that, there's a restaurant down here we should take you to. Sounds good to me. I'm always up for trying new restaurants. So down here, we have the bone broth. We have my portable micro stove, which works wonders for doing outdoor cooking like this. My torch to get it lit. And then in here are all the different dry ingredients necessary for the recipe. I'm sorry if the background's a little bit bright, but essentially what you want to do is take your dry ingredients and dry roast them for 1 to 2 minutes on high heat. That'll kind of help to bring out the flavor a little bit more of all the different dry spices and such, so that it adds even more flavor to the finished product. I'm having trouble talking today. Now, as far as the bone broth here is concerned, this is actually homemade bone broth that I did 2 days ago, and it is actually made out of deer bones. Because a while ago we had some good fortune, and we managed to get a deer, which we butchered here at home, and I happen to have enough time to actually work on making some bone broth, and this is the finished product. I know it doesn't necessarily look terribly appetizing, but that will change once it's actually in the pot. Now for the ginger and the onions, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I didn't. What you want to do is peel the ginger, take the outer layer off of the onions, cut them into quarters, or in the case of the ginger, halves, and then you will allow those to cook on the stove. Or in this case, on the grill. Oh, that smells good. Oh dear, I forgot the tongs. I will be right back. Hey, Spanky. Okay, got the tongs. Now, one of the nice things about live streaming while doing this is the simple fact that I have a timer right there I can use. I'm not sure what that was. So I know approximately when these all need to be flipped. Since we've been going for about 5 minutes with these on the stove, that works. Why do I keep saying stove? This is a grill. Come, come. Turn for me! Woo! Smoky. Same shit, different pile. Okay. Not entirely sure what that's in reference to, but... Go away, bugs. Now you're supposed to char the onions and the ginger. Essentially the same concept for the stove versus grill. Fair enough. But the charring and the dry roasting is what's going to help to really extract the flavors of the stuff that you're making. So, I cannot see the screen. I hope you can see the stove. Alright, so. Let me go ahead and change this up just a little bit. Oh yeah, much better. All right, so now that we got that going, we can put those right on there so we can get those dry roasting. I forgot my spoon. I apologize for the shaky camera. That's something that seems to happen quite a bit. All right, so. You want to make sure to have the heat down just a little bit there. Because if you have it too high, you'll wind up scorching the ingredients. Oh. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of birds around here. We've got a lot of birds. Let's see. I saw something on there. Oh, hi, Alex. Welcome to the show. I'm actually cooking pho tonight. But I'm doing it outside because people in my house can't stand the smell of it. Bring some for Mitch. Well, I have no idea when I'm going to be in Longmont again, so you might possibly have to make a trip down here to get it. Just saying. Okay, dry roasting is now complete. We're going to go ahead and leave this here on the table. I just saw another person up here. Hello, Russ, a.k.a. Yeah, Yasmin. Nice to see you here. So, we are now going to go ahead and leave that here because it's time to flip the onions and ginger again. Oh, really? Awesome. Smoke! Oh, yeah, these are charring up very nice. Matter of fact, that onion charred up a little too nice. 5 acres. Very nice. Man, flip, you stubborn little. Now, for those of you who have never actually tried pho, there are a few more extra ingredients to have on the side for once everything is actually ready to go. Sounds good. Now, a lot of these are more or less optional. You know, it's completely up to you as to what kind of seasonings you want, but typically what they will include is throwing water on my phone. Listening to you cooking this is amazing sounding meal while playing World of Warcraft. Nice. Now the stuff they usually have on the side includes limes, cilantro, Thai basil, let's see, hoisin sauce, and sriracha. I'm supposed to throw water on your phone while cooking this. No, that's what I did by accident when I took the bone broth out of the warming pot. Because this stuff was in the refrigerator to begin with. And some of it had kind of coagulated. Alright, so now we've got the, yes, I'm aware that you're a nerd. So now we've got the bone broth in the pot. Set the pot precariously upon the micro stove. So we can start to get this up to heating properly. Okay. Everything seems to be bouncing nicely. Believe me, if there's any way that we can do a collaboration, I would 100% love to do that. You guys live in Colorado Springs, correct? We must definitely try to get a collaboration going then. Colorado Springs isn't too far. All right, and these onions and ginger are just about done. I got an itchy belly. All right, so now for the next ingredient to go into the pot before the good old Colorado Springs. Feel free to message me on Facebook if you'd like to, so we can set something up. Have I added you as a friend on Facebook yet? I'm honestly not sure. So next up is going to be a tablespoon of soy sauce. Now, the original recipe itself actually calls for a tablespoon of fish sauce as well as some roasted carrots, but I've never actually tried adding carrots into it, so I can't say one way or another if that's actually good or not. And you'd be amazed at how difficult it is to find fish sauce. Go away, wind. You're not needed here. A little bit of a temporary barrier here with the leftover bone broth jars. Turn the heat up. Ah. Whew, hot. I don't know if you guys can actually hear that clinging sound or not. Pacific Ocean Market. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive, though, so chances of me getting there anytime soon, not likely. But I've found that, for me personally at least, it tastes just fine without the fish sauce. And I mean, has anyone out there actually ever tried fish sauce? Oh. All right, we can actually go ahead and start putting these into the pot now. Personally, I'm not a very big fan of fish sauce. I mean, it's not bad for the initial flavor, but as far as the aftertaste goes, LA Beast had it pretty correct. It's almost like watch his King of the Ocean challenge, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, grill off. It's talking back to me. Close the propane so we don't wind up having any kind of issues. That'd be awesome. We have a place here called Asian Pacific, and they have all things Asian foodstuffs. Sounds similar to the Pacific Ocean Market that Alex mentioned, which is essentially the same thing. Okay. I forgot the tongs again. Darn it. I've wanted to try her cooking for the longest time, ever since Lord Mechanicus told me about it. because her cooking just flat out sounds amazing. But sadly, as of yet, I have not gotten to actually try it, but hopefully sometime in the future. Alex is actually a woman, Tessa. Hey, John.
You know what's so stupid? She calls me and tells me to come to work. She needs some extra help tonight. I get to work and they don't even need me. She's done that to me 2 or 3 times now. So I wound up staying until 7:30 though. Well, probably to 7:30. I was supposed to stay to 8, but then it was 7:30. I got 8 and 12 hours. So between this morning and this afternoon.
Okay, now the next thing that we need is actually a lid. Put a lid on it. Yes, and for anyone who has actually visited my other channel, simply dubbed Bowmaster 619, you have actually seen Alex's husband, Lord Mechanicus, on my Spirit Saturdays videos, which I'm actually thinking of re-uploading those to this channel so that they get a slightly better following, because sadly, my other channel just doesn't get much of a following as I want it to, but, you know, that's what tends to happen, so. Alright, and now we get to play the waiting game. Miss Callie. Don't worry. I had a feeling that might be the case there, Tessa. That's how I got quite a few of my subscribers, actually. I asked him one day for a shout, and he went ahead and gave me a shout out, and my numbers actually jumped up a pretty good amount because of that. Yeah, technically she's our tasting director, so even though some of the videos wound up never coming to fruition, simply because, yeah, the camera I was using at the time really sucks, so unfortunately, that just didn't happen. But that is pretty much it for the recipe. Now, all we get to do is hurry up and wait, because that's the next part of the recipe, is just simply letting it sit and simmer. And I must say, using homemade deer bone broth as opposed to using the beef stock I normally make is making this for some very interesting color combinations. Getting it going again, maybe some painting videos and cooking. Painting videos? Since when have I ever painted? Pairing? Pairing. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Now I know. Yes, so, let's see. It's currently 8:08, so at the absolute minimum, this would be done at right around 8:40, but you can let this sit and simmer for pretty much as long as you want. Hello, airplane. That's one of the fun things about recording outside, is all the various sounds that kind of accompany you whenever you're filming. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm sure Lord Mechanicus would enjoy coming up for some archery. He's got himself a really nice longbow that he got from the Renaissance Festival as well. Only he actually played it smart and got a 45-pounder instead of a 70-pounder like I did. Ow. I mean, one of these days I'd love to be able to bring Lord Mechanicus out here for a bow vlog collaboration, but haven't been able to discuss much about that lately. We've all been so stinking busy, it's hard to try and get anything set up for that. Know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Man, do I wish you guys could smell this. Now, I remember you mentioned something about the Renaissance Festival this year. Something about July. It was a bit of a time ago that you mentioned that, but I do remember it. I just don't remember exactly what was said. Romance weekend? How can I... Why is this still smoking? Why is that still smoking? I turned this off. Why is this still smoking? I turned this off. What the heck? Maybe that's just residual. Oh, congratulations, Tessa. And Alex, in regards to your comment about going to your house to shoot something, where in the heck would we shoot with your pup-pups all over the place? Last thing I'd want is to accidentally shoot one of them. Let's see. July 21st. Well, that is actually the weekend after me and a couple of my friends are going up to Breckenridge for a workshop at the Breckenridge Distillery. So I'll talk to everyone's, but oh, that kind of video? Oh, that kind of shooting? You didn't say that. But I'll discuss it with my people and see if they find that to be a good weekend as well. Because it's been a while since I've gone to the Renaissance Festival, and I definitely want to get back. All right. Now, I don't know how many of you have actually gone and read through some of the comments on my last video, but Daddy Daughter Broadcasting, shout out to them. Definitely make sure to check out their channel if you have not already, which I'm pretty sure just about everyone on this list has already. They requested that I actually go and read a Dora the Explorer book for one of my future Storytime episodes. So I'm going to have to go to the library and get one of those for one of the next Storytimes. I just saw a message from here. Okay. The wording of that sentence had me a little confused for just a brief moment, so I apologize. But yes, that sounds amazing. And again, congratulations. Very happy it's been working so well for you guys. I've even made the joke of getting married at the Renaissance Festival, like an actual full-fledged wedding, but no one seems to think that's a good idea. It's like, oh, renewing your vows is fine, but a full-on wedding? Forget about it. You guys did get married there? Awesome. Well, at least you guys had fun with it. Most of the other people I've talked to about that were just like, so. Sorry, there was a bug. Cheeky little schmuck, isn't he? Alright, so I don't think I'm going to actually keep this live stream going up until the point that the pho is ready. That would be Interesting, but trying to actually come up with conversation for that long, not as easy. We won our wedding? Nice! I didn't even know you could actually put in for competitions like that. Or contests, or whatever the proper word I'm trying to find here in my coagulated brain is. But yes, so in the future for story time, just be ready for one of those episodes to actually be a Dora the Explorer book. Because that is what Philip requested, and I will gladly honor that request and see if I can find the book he's requesting. Because I can say request 7 times in one sentence and somehow make it sound coherent. Yay me! Okay. Awesome. Yes, speaking of contacting and such, if you actually go to my Facebook page, Bowmaster619, that should link you out to my normal Facebook page itself. It goes according to my actual name, and it shouldn't be too hard to find. So if you do manage to find me, go ahead and add me on Facebook, so that way we can discuss future plans of this without having to divulge it to all of YouTube. Already subbed. Okay. Okay. Not sure what's going on with those dogs. Yes, for anyone wanting to contact me personally, just go to my Facebook page and you'll be able to contact me on either my YouTube Facebook page, which is Bowmaster619, or you should be able to find my personal Facebook page there as well. Any future questions about videos or collaborations or things of that sort, you can do all that right there on Facebook, so it's not necessarily out in the open for all of YouTube to see, of course. But I think for now I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can finish getting everything else ready for the recipe. I might go ahead and bring the live stream back up once everything is cooked so I can show you how to properly prepare it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining me tonight for my first episode of Cooking with Bowmaster. I might make this a regular thing if people enjoy it. But either way, I had a total brain fart here. Drive safe, stay safe, never stop learning. In the next video, which might possibly be in about an hour or so. Until next time, take care. Excuse my big meaty hand.